Thanks for everyone for being here. We're so delighted to be here at launch again. I just thought I was told that I should give a bit of background, even though I was told to also talk about the product within the first 15 seconds. So here's the product that we make. One of the first, we call it Product Zero because we're actually working on another product. But we saw how the activity tracking space was blowing up, so we thought we'd throw our hat into the ring, and so we make the Shine. Just out of curiosity, is anyone here wearing a wearable device other than like a regular watch? All right, that's a pretty San Francisco kind of sampling rate here, meaning not a whole lot, but like a non-insignificant number of people in the audience. Just a real quick bit of background about myself if you're not familiar with the Misfit story. This was our last company. My partner Sridhar, co-founder, and I, we started our apartment in Boston, and we made a prototype of a glucose meter that was twice as accurate as the other products with just better math. And we got funding, and then we found out that you're supposed to make money on strips, the consumable components of this product. We shipped our first product, which was a glucose meter and strip system. There were 30 competitors when we started the space, and 70 by the time we entered the market with the first product. And we still managed to get into the market, build a huge factory for it, and one of our last products, we redesigned the glucose meter to work with the iPhone. You can see the very 2009 30-pin connector there, and landed us a big pharma deal. And so we made a lot of hardware and strips and whatnot over the last decade. So we've been doing this for a while, and a few years ago, about 3 years ago, I had a chance to have dinner with John Sculley, and I was mainly interested in just hearing Steve Jobs stories, right? And after a while, after the stories were finished, I actually said, hey, do you want to start a company together? And surprisingly, he said yes. And so it's a very unlikely trio of founders at Misfit, but that's what we did. Quick stats about us, if you're curious. We've raised money from some great partners, folks at Founders Fund, Coastal Ventures, and most recently we did a Series B round, $15.2 million in November with Horizons, which is a fund out of Hong Kong. We started the company on October 5th, 2011, and like I said, we were working on another product, and then along the way, we decided to do Shine. We weren't really sure if it was going to do well, so we did a crowdfunding campaign. Who here has backed a crowdfunded campaign? Okay, all right, that's definitely very San Francisco. It was Indiegogo, our favorite crowdfunding platform, and one thing led to another, and we're selling Shine at the Apple Store. We've launched at Best Buy and Target. And just literally in the last roughly a quarter, 4 months or so, we've shipped about 200,000 units. We had no idea that there was going to be this level of interest. So, we continued to participate in that space. Most recently, actually, we were featured in Sochi at the Olympics as the official activity tracker for Coca-Cola. They were given out to Russian athletes and a bunch of VIPs in Sochi. And apparently those Shines did actually work quite well. Based in San Francisco, Ho Chi Minh City, that's where I'm from. We have a bunch of our engineers and data scientists. And what we do, it's wearable technology and ambient technology. So some of our stuff may not necessarily be wearable that we're working on, but basically things that don't actually require much interaction from the user. And so our thesis has been, at least in the wearable space, as we looked at this space, was that much of the products are actually not that wearable. They're either bulky or uncomfortable. They're plastic. Many of them, almost all of them, require charging of some sort, and a lot of them are athlete-focused. And so, our view has always been the world is heading towards a 2.0 type of space in the wearables, at least in the wearables part of the world, where I think these products are going to be less athlete-focused and more lifestyle-oriented, things that you just wear around with you all the time, more for wellness applications and whatnot. And so our view of the future, maybe just our as we think about it, man has gone a long ways, but maybe it seems like somewhere along the way things have taken a horrible turn. And the question is wearables one of the next great eras of computation? Maybe, maybe not. But we do think that to the extent that we can have technology serve us rather than the other way around, things that can be with us, that act on our behalf, do things for us, maybe even give us superpowers, infinite memory, ability to see through walls, automatically recognize people and tag them with names or whatnot, then, I don't know, maybe we're in a better world there. So let me just tell you really briefly about Shine, and I actually brought one in case, this is what you can find in the Apple Store now. Actually, I think we have new packaging now, but we started with this. It's an activity monitor that you can wear anywhere. Basically, you tap it, and a halo of lights turns on to tell you how well you're doing for the day. And so it's your personalized goals. So if you set your goal for 12,000 steps, then if half the lights light up, that means you're halfway there, 6,000 steps. Calories, distance, all that stuff. So it does the same thing as many of the other activity trackers out there. Our main thing, it really is that we think it's just more elegant and something that you'd wear anywhere. There's a watch function on it as well, which is pretty cool. The whole wear it anywhere thing is not just to anywhere on your body, because there's different ways you can attach it to your body, whether it's a wristband. I've got it on my jacket here, but also to any type of occasion as well. And while these shots show you some examples of where you can wear the product. I was going to do a demo, but it's kind of hard because every time I tap my Shine, it just basically tells me that I haven't really moved around all that much. These people, they might need activity trackers. They're in pretty good shape, but they do make the Shine look good. You can clip it on your shoe, so cyclists love it because you can. It's hard to measure activity at your wrist, so you can actually just clip it to your shoe or your pants. It's one of few that's waterproof to 50 meters, and so you can swim with it, and we'll calculate the calories for that. We even have a necklace attachment for it. Designed in California, we make everything in Korea. It's just great quality there, so we love it. We've got 5 colors now. I've got a gray Shine on. There's a black one, which is very popular, and I've got a topaz Shine, which I'm going to give away before the end of this session. Champagne does really great, and we did a deal with Coca-Cola, and so they're just a great partner. Different ways you can wear it. You can clip it, like to your jacket with this magnetic clip. There's a sport band, which I've got on right now. Leather bands. There's a necklace, like I said. The app that it connects to is on the on iTunes and at Google Play, so you can download it. So it's compatible with both platforms. And really, the idea of the product is to inspire you to be more active without and be able to fit into your life. It's something that you can wear anywhere, all the time. It's made of aircraft-grade aluminum, so it's something that it's not, I guess, basically it won't make you look like a dork. It's connected to, it measures sleep as well. And one of the features we added recently was this social feature, which basically lets you compete with all your friends. And so if I had to summarize Shine, it's how's it different? It's really, in our opinion, it's something that I think you can wear all the time. It's because of the metal, because of the design, because of its wearability. A few things about it of note. It doesn't require any charging, so it just runs on a battery for half a year. So rather than charging, assuming you remember to bring your charging cable, every 2 to 3 days or whatever it is, you can just wear it and never take it off. We've had people wear Shine literally for 3 to 4 months at a time without taking it off. They forget that it's on because it's so thin, and it's waterproof, so they can shower, swim with it, scuba dive with it. We've, like I said, cyclists really have liked this product because it's one that you can wear in multiple locations, because often they like to wear it on their wrists, just not when you're cycling, because none of us do well with cycling on the wrist. We've had a lot of fun with people have really enjoyed talking about Shine because it really brings an interesting story. And most recent, actually, I think this was played on a rerun recently, but it was actually a $200 clue. So I couldn't figure out whether it was because Shine is just, the clue is really easy, or Shine is so well known. I have a feeling it's the former and not the latter. But anyways, it was during the Tournament of the Champions, so the guy got it right away. It was during the second half of the show. So so that was it. You know, that's Shine. That's our first product. We're working on a number of other products right now at the company. Some that you wear, some that you don't. We're going to continue also building more Shine-related products, more accessories, that type of thing. And we'd love for you to join us. You know, we're looking for folks who are, you know, who kind of are would fit into the, you know, who like our culture and embrace it. You know, we're looking for folks who are thoughtful, misfits, and people who have a servant's heart. And that's so right now, these are the roles. I was told that it's okay to list out what we're looking for. Firmware developers at the top of our list, and graphic designers, we're looking for one right now. An industrial designer, mechanical engineer, customer service lead, customer service associates, operations associates. If any of these roles are of interest, just let me know after the talk. And in fact, if there are any graphic designers in the audience, if you're interested, I will give you this Shine after if you come up and talk with me after this talk. I think that was it. So I'll just leave this up. Any questions that you might have? Yep. Sleep tracking, yeah. So we, it's okay, you know, like none of these activity-based sleep tracking, none of these activity-based activity tracking products are that amazingly accurate, but I'd say they're pretty accurate. One distinction about what we do is that they are, ours is automatic. So rather than having to tap it a bunch of times or press and hold down a button, ours will actually do it automatically. And part of why we decided to do that, it used to we had to triple tap it, and people, I mean, the two big complaints were, one, you know, people forgot to do it, and the other was that when they did remember to do it, like whether they're holding down a button or tapping things a bunch of times, they couldn't fall asleep. So it's kind of counterproductive to the sleep. Yeah, good question. Other questions?
Questions? Bring a mic to you. Sonny, you've talked before about jumping into this space and you have other ideas that you're working on. Can you pull back the curtain a little bit about other directions you guys might be going soon and where you might be looking to expand?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are other families of products totally unrelated to Shine, not necessarily activity trackers that we're working on. Pretty excited about that. But in the Shine family, you know, we're looking at working with rolling out other accessories, other ways that you can wear the product. You know, the top, you know, we kind of crowdsourced the idea for the necklace. We did a vote on Indiegogo, and